Hello everyone, it is time for another big road trip in my Tesla Model Y. I have almost 25,000 miles on my 2021 Model Y that I've had for about a little over a year and a half now. And about half of those miles are road trip miles. And we're doing another one. And this time we are headed to Niagara Falls on the Canadian side. So let's take a quick look at what we're going to do today. So we're going to start here in eastern Iowa, make our way up to Madison, Wisconsin. From there, we'll trek up to the Green Bay area, and we will follow all the way up here to our final destination, which is Marquette in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We're going to spend some few days up here. We're going to make our way down into Michigan, and then we're going to do something I've never done before in our Tesla, or actually ever. We're going to cross into Canada and make our way over to the Niagara Falls area right around here to see the falls, and then come back through the Detroit area and then all the way back home. It's about 2,000 miles total. We're going to be spending about the next week doing it. Let's get going. Been doing a lot of road tripping in this car, and I've learned a lot of things along the way, and there are just a couple of things you want to try and do. The first off is start off out of your garage with as high a charge as possible. So I kicked my car up when I got up this morning to 100%. We're at 96% right now. We're going to be leaving in probably, I don't know, half an hour, so that'll be pretty close. The second thing that you generally want to do is you want to try to stay on the lower half of the battery. And the reason for that is because the Tesla charging curve charges a lot faster on the lower half than it does on the upper half. So even though the nav will tell you oftentimes to prefer fewer stops and longer charges, I find you get your destination quicker if you stop more often and charge less. So stick around for the journey. I'll document it as best I can. Charge rates, good things, bad things. We're even going to do a little Tesla camping along the way, so stick around for the ride. Made it to our first official stop in Madison, Wisconsin. Let's take a look at what we have for the trip. We have, since our last charge, 160 miles on this leg, 45 kilowatt hours of battery used, and 279 watt hours per mile. Man, I love summer because that is a pretty good efficiency, since my overall is about a little over 300. So we did a little bit of stuff here in Madison. We're taking our time to get up to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan today. Went to a zoo, went to a park, stopping to get some sandwiches, and we're going to plug in here at the supercharger and eat while we charge up, and then we'll hit the road and we're going to head north, and we'll check in along the way. We had a nice picnic lunch by the lake. Nice sandwiches. Did overcharge, pretty much charged up to 100%, sitting here 99. We're gonna hit the road. To the supercharger just outside of Green Bay. I don't know what happened with the nav, but it was a little crazy getting here. This trip, 136 miles, 41 kilowatt hours consumed, 300 watt hours per mile, a little bit higher, but it's pretty much right on par with the average that we normally get. So we're going to get plugged in and see how long we need to sit here, and when we're done, we'll be on our way. All right, we're all charged up to 80%, as high as it'll let me go. Stuck around here a little longer than normal, chatted with some nice Tesla people, decided we needed to use the restroom. Probably should have done that when we got here, but rookie move. Anyway, we are all charged up to 80%. Next stop is about 2 hours away, 108 miles, and we'll check in when we get there. All right, made it to Escanaba, Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. It was 110 miles on this leg, 31 kilowatt hours, 278 watt hours per mile, which is really good. So far for the trip, we've done 408 miles on this trip, and average is 286 watt hours per mile, which is actually pretty darn good in this car. So we're going to go ahead and get plugged in. May charge a little bit longer than we need to because this is also our dinner stop, and we'll check back in when we are about ready to hit the road. All charged up, all fed, and of course the car is waiting on us again. We're at 80%, more than enough to make it to our destination. We're going to stop and see a couple things along the way, and we'll check in when we get to Marquette. Well, we made it to our final destination for day one. We are in Marquette, Michigan. This leg was shorter, 87 miles, 25 kilowatt hours expended, and 284 watt hours per mile, which is, again, pretty good. Total for the day, just short of 500 miles. 286 was our average, so overall, very good. As far as day two is concerned, we're gonna just be tooling around the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and I'll report in if there's anything interesting to talk about. Otherwise, have a good night.